excited to have everybody here. Got a great class for everybody. Last week we did the 4 parts to every sale, and with that, you guys said, hey, the most challenging for me was the follow-up, and so I spent a lot of time on this, many hours, and put a bunch of stuff together and Googled a bunch of stuff and talked to a bunch of my friends and said, hey, what are you doing and how are you doing it? And so I wanted to share with you guys a bunch of stuff. So first off, welcome to the call, and Vicki Rice, my partner in crime, is here with me. How you doing, Vicki?
I'm doing good.
Good. So Vicki, what I want you to do is ask questions. So if you see a question pop up, go for it. But if I say something that maybe doesn't make sense or you feel doesn't make sense to the crowd or the audience, just say, hey, what do you mean by that, or what do you mean by this? Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right.
Will do.
First off, very important question that I have for everybody today. Did you smile today? So everybody smile. Love that picture. And that'll get you started off on the right foot. So, all right, so get this. So here's some stats that I found, Realtor.com, I think there was real estate, there was a bunch of different, and I kind of went with a bunch of different stats that I put them all together and said, all right, what is everybody saying, not just one site? So most internet leads go cold in 5 minutes. 50% of all leads never get followed up with. I just find that so hard to believe. 100 times decrease in contacts after 30 minutes. 21 times decrease in qualification in 30 minutes. And then they said 70% of sales go to the first responder. Don't let some other lead generator beat you to the punch. So I'm going to show you a very detailed path of one, I guess, just how do we make it so that you are able to answer the phone or somebody else is answering the phone for you. So that is the secret here, and we work every day on this. And we knowing this stat, you have to build your business around this. 78% of sales go to the first responder. So if you're not answering your phone, can somebody answer your phone? Is there a service where somebody can answer your phone? Or can you forward it, can you have it ring to 3 or 4 different numbers so that you make sure somebody on your team is answering your phone? So this is a very important number. This is probably the most important number of the whole class, is 78% of sales go to the first responder. So just know that and go, all right, if I don't call people back within a very short period of time, somebody else is. And they're going to keep calling until they talk to somebody, all right? They didn't answer, so get this. So this is on the right, it says percent of sales closed, and then call attempts. So the first call, 30 to 40%, 1 point average number of attempts to make follow-up call. Look how much it increases after 6 to 8 average number of calls before customer is ready to move forward. It goes up considerably. So you can't give up. And I'm gonna give you some ideas to how to make this happen, how to automate it. But if you just did nothing else but pick up the phone and call your leads, whether it's warm leads, referral leads off a website, any way, shape, or form, I'm going to show you one of my favorite systems that I've been playing around with that allows you to track leads, automatically have them come in from all different types of lead sources, whether it's you have leads on your website, leads on your blog, leads on Trulia or Zillow, or however you're buying leads, they automatically can funnel into this system. So I'm going to show you that at the end. No, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just giving you a couple different ways. I have no affiliation with this company that I'm sharing with you. And I'll show you a bunch of other ideas. This is just one I decided to play with. So timing the first call. How many times have you told a client, and this is, I was telling Vicki this before class, and this just makes so much sense. How many times have you told a client that time is of the essence during bidding war or any part of the transaction for that matter? The words are even written in most real estate contracts. You simply must call the prospect clients back within minutes of receiving the lead. So think about if someone calls you and you call them back tomorrow. Do you think that when you bring this up, you're like, huh, well, they didn't call me back for a day, so they really don't have any urgency. So if I'm going to make a deal on something, I probably don't want to work with this person because they might not even submit the offer for a day, right? That's kind of how, you got to think about, you got to get in the mind of the consumer when they're thinking about buying a house. One, they're scared, they're excited. Do I know, like, and trust this person? So there's a lot that goes on, but think about that. Time is of the essence. So if you're setting an example, and we talk about this all the time in the real estate and mortgage industry, set examples that you expect. Set examples that you want your clients to, like, adhere to. So if you answer the phone almost every time or call them back within a minute, with information, with the, just say, hey, what's going on? I seen you called. What's up? And they start to count on that. And then when and here, I guess where I'm going with this, Vicki, is if you do just this one thing, you have very little competition, because most people, and those stats show that 50% of leads never get followed up in, 78% of the time the first responder. So if people aren't calling back people in a timely manner, it's frustrating, for one. I hate it. I just keep going and going, oh, I can't work with that person because they never call me back. So start to think about that as you grow your business. Here's some more stats. According to the study published at Forbes, the odds of actually reaching prospects are the highest if you call back within 5 minutes of their submission of the registration form. Whether it's registration form, and I put registration form in there because a lot of you guys told me you buy leads and have leads coming in and website leads and referrals and stuff like that. So the longer you wait to call, the uglier the odds get. If you wait over 5 hours, the odds of making contact with a person is 3,000 times worse. Isn't that crazy? So
That's crazy. But true.
Because why is that though? If you don't get back with them, guess what? They're on. They just move on. A final benefit of quick response is that. Go ahead.
Yeah, we live in that instant gratification. People want what they want, and they want it now.
Right on. I want an answer. Even though I may not be buying for 12 months, I want to know that whoever I'm working with is responsive to me, cares about me, and calls me back or answers the phone, right? Or has a team in place to take care of my needs. That's really what it boils down to. A final benefit of quick response is that it shows the prospective client that you are responsive to his or her needs, and I put her needs in there. What to say. So better yet, let's discuss what not to say. Avoid talking about yourself, period. People, don't tell the prospective client about your sales volume, your designations and specialties, your honesty and integrity, or any of the myriad things that many real estate agents talk about. Show them. I hate people that tell me something, because then I go, all right, well, if that's who you say you are, then show me, right? Show them. Follow up with them. And I'm going to give you some really cool ways to do this in a really cool manner that will help you increase your odds of closing deals and building relationships. And going back to the 4 parts to every sale, if you have traffic coming in, how do we make those relationships work with you once you do have the traffic coming in? And then call to action, and then the follow-up. So if you missed last week's class, I would highly recommend watching that and figure out where your bottleneck is, and then take this one thing of the follow-up and implement that. Or if it's maybe you don't have a follow-up issue, go with what you do have a bottleneck in, and go with that, and make sure you put something in place to adhere to that bottleneck. The prospect doesn't really care about you and how you do business at this point. He only wants to know about properties, okay? A lot of people try to sell ourselves right up front, like why they should work with us, and they really could care less about that, all right? Vicki, you've been in real estate for 27, 28 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you got a different opinion on that, let me know. I would love to hear it. So.
Yeah, you want to talk real estate, but not talk real estate.
Absolutely. And here's the one thing and I don't know who gave me this, who told me this. I don't know, it was Gary Vay or somebody. They said, go into a relationship that without any expectations of anything in return. If you can turn that little thing off, that expectation off of a deal, a sale, a paycheck, and just go, how can I help you? The perception from the client, it comes through. There's no urgency there. There's no, this guy's trying to sell me something, this girl's trying to sell me something. Yeah, desperation. Like you have to, some way, shape, or form, even if you have desperation, you have to remove that from your conversation and in your mindset, because it comes through whether you say it or not, okay? It's hard. It's tough. You have to practice this. All right. What to say continued. So don't work toward making an appointment either. Online leads are typically not anywhere near ready to buy and require a more relaxed approach. Be the counselor, not the salesperson. So real big, be a counselor. Listen to their goals, dreams, and desires, needs. Get them what they want, and then ask for permission. You always got to have a call to action. So figure out what that call to action is. Before picking up the phone, check the lead to remind yourself what the prospect is looking for. So if they're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just kind of know that, hey, I see you're looking at a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Do you need 3 bedrooms, or would you like 4 or 2? Like how many bedrooms, bathrooms, in what neighborhood? I see you're looking in this neighborhood. Do you already live close by, or do you rent close by? This information gives you insight into the buyer's needs and wants for the first phone call. All right, so kind of do a little homework before. Easy enough to do with internet and all our phones and stuff like that. Even if you're on the road, easy to do.
Yeah, and that's the time too to add in, when you mentioned in the neighborhood, you ask permission. Well, have you even considered another neighborhood like such and such? You know,
Right.
would you be interested in knowing about those homes? You know,
Yep.
so you're talking real estate, but you're not, you know, talking real estate that's you're engaging them basically.
Karen has a great question. What do you do if the lead comes in really late at night? I personally, I always go, okay, how would I want to be responded to? And typically, if they're going to put something in 90, would you guys agree at 90% of the time it's going to be their cell phone? Who has a home phone anymore, for real? Like 90% chance you got a cell phone. And the cool part is if you text a home phone, it's going to tell you, hey, this is a landline phone. So what I would personally do is, Karen, is I would text them and say, hey, I got your request. Would you like it? Would you like me to email it to you right now, or would you like me to contact you in the morning? I know it's late. I want to respect your privacy. Let me know. I'm here for you. Look forward to working with you. Assume it. That's kind of, I would send a text because I know they're going to get the text. Email maybe not because they might have logged off and watching TV or something. So that's personally what I would do. Is I'm a big like, what would a friend do? I always ask myself, what would a friend do? A friend would probably text me first and say, hey, you still up? Something like that.
Yeah.
All right. The first call is brief. Identify yourself. You are most likely not the only agent he's reached out to. Let him know you received his request. If it was a particular property he expressed interest in, give him the status. Briefly describe the listing, and then listen to see what they say, because they will bring up questions. If the prospective client is amicable to remaining on the phone, you can gently begin asking qualifying questions. When do you plan on moving, or have you spoken with the lender? And of course, do you need to sell your current home? All right. Reassure him you won't be hounding him. And this is a big one. Say, hey, just want to let you know, I don't really like to bug people, so the more transparent you are with me with what you're looking for, how you're looking for it, the time frames, that helps me, because I really don't want to be that person that's, that's bugging you. So what is the best time to communicate? How do you like to communicate? Is it by text or phone or email? I know you probably work in the day. You work day or nights. So you can ask them those questions. And if you put that out there, you're setting the expectations of, man, I really want to adhere to your goals, dreams, and desires and your wishes. What's the best way to communicate with you? All right? Okay. Use third-party verification. I love this. I love this part. And so this will literally help you drastically. So if I was to, and I'm just going to pick on somebody. I'm going to pick on Sean. So Sean, if I was to say, hey, Sean, what are you known for? And you say, well, I'm really good at selling real estate. Awesome. I'm really good at helping people find homes. Like, that's self-fulfilling, right? Third-party verification. You can use this with every single situation. So here's how it goes. Hey, so Sean, hey, Sean, what are you known for? Sean goes, well, hey, my clients say I'm really good at listening to what their needs are and helping them achieve their goals, dreams, and desires. My friends say, my clients say, it's third-party verification. It works extremely well. It removes the ego thing. It removes the me thing. It's other people saying, this is what they say I'm good at, right? Does that make sense? And it's just changing your vocabulary. Like, if somebody asks me what I do, like, well, my friends say I'm really good at helping people to double their business, triple their business. What do you mean by that? Well, like, I really listen to people, see what their goals, dreams, and desires are. Because if they say, I want to do this, well, how do you do that? And then what plans in place do you have to do that? What people do you need to do that? So, like, I listen to what they need, and I just help them put a plan in place. Most of the time when I talk to people, they kind of figure it out themselves, and I just kind of guide them through the trees. Like, hey, turn left, turn right, go over this hill, stay right here, that type of stuff. So third-party verification, amazing strategy. It works every time. People love it because now you're using other people. And I bring it up again here in just a second. Sample introduction. Hey, Irma, this is Ace Agent from the best real estate company on planet Earth. I always throw funny stuff in there. You requested information on the house, and I wanted to follow up with you to see how I can help. I see you're looking at a Happy Acres neighborhood. Is that correct? Absolutely. All right, so sample close. In your offer, if you offer incentives, and this is a good time to maybe pull one out, and I use third-party verification here as well. I'll show you how to use that. Such a market report of ebook. Now is the time to mention it. I have an ebook about the home buying process, or what not to do as a buyer buying a home, what to do as a buyer buying a home. You can find all this stuff online. If you need help, let me know. Can I email you a link to the complimentary copy? I have a market report about the neighborhood you're interested in. Would you like a copy? I'm happy to email it to you. Hey, my friends or my past clients have said that they really enjoyed the copy of home buying process. So I want to be like, everybody wants to be like somebody else. That's kind of how we are. If I say, hey, my clients have really enjoyed the copy of the home buying process that I have, more than happy to send that to you. What email is best? I get an email, phone number. If you don't offer incentives, close your call with request for permission to follow up. So, hey, Vicki, is it okay if I follow up with you from time to time just to kind of check in, see how things are going, maybe set you up with a list of homes in your particular area that you would like? So, I mean, I got to tell you, I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's 700 homes for sale in the Kalamazoo area. Oh my God, right? So just to save you time and money, unless you really like driving around, like I kind of like, driving around depending on the area, but just to save you a little bit of time, and whether it's 3 months or 3 years, I don't care. At least you'll be looking at the type of homes you would like to look at instead of just everything out there. So what's the best email for me to set you up with that?
Awesome. Yep, that's right.
Isn't that cool? So just be their friend. Just listen, offer something of value. Like the law of reciprocity comes in here too. So if I offer something of value and use third party with it, it goes over so much smoother. My clients and friends have really enjoyed the home buying process. I'm more than happy to send you a copy of it. What's the best email to send it to? Don't even give them an option. Don't even ask them. And if they say, oh, that's okay, I don't need it. Okay, cool. So so you're looking in this neighborhood. Just kind of go right into what they're looking for and listen. Say, so how can I help?
Yeah, that's great. And actually, you could even do that with a profile. My clients have loved getting the what's new on the market every single day. They get that's the first thing they look forward to. That's what I've heard. So, do you want me to set up a profile for you?
Absolutely. Everything can be. My clients have really enjoyed. Put that in front of everything you say, and it's amazing how much better it works. If you say, hey, I'll send you, now it's kind of, if you say, hey, I'll send you this home buying process checklist, it's kind of like self-fulfilling, but you say, hey, my clients have really enjoyed the home buying process checklist. What email is best? It's just so, or hey, a market analysis of your, home values in the area. It's kind of cool to see it. It's amazing where it's come, the last 5 years. Like,
if you just change, yeah, you're right. And you just took the same thing, but you changed the words around. So it gives it all new meaning, and it opens up dialogue, which is great.
Right on, right on. Okay, so what does a good follow-up system look like? It should be systematic, meaning that the follow-up process is done the same way every time. You have to have a process. You have to have a plan. What am I going to do if a lead comes in from this, 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 and this? It should generate consistent, predictable results. If it's not working, a lot of times it's so funny. I talk to people and say, so what are you closing? Like one every 3 months. Okay, we're going to scratch everything you're doing right now because whatever you're doing isn't really, it's working but not really good. Would you agree? So it's kind of funny when that goes. It should require minimal physical interaction to make it run, meaning it should be able to run on autopilot. And I'm going to show you how to do that. 3 types of follow-up systems, and this is maybe systems isn't the right word, but people are in target marketplace. So farming an area, right? Maybe farming in a neighborhood, maybe whatever you want to call it. But there are people in target like first-time home buyers, jumbo, lake frontage. So that's a target marketplace. Prospects, people who have responded to your marketing but have not purchased. And then customers, people who have purchased a home with you already. Okay? Each follow-up offer will be different. With with suspects, you want to entice them to call you or meet face-to-face. Again, the phone call, kind of like we rehearsed, is to get them something of value, listen to what they're saying, what they want, have fun with it, use third-party verification, okay, and eventually go for that face-to-face. Like, it's just, there's nothing better than face-to-face. I've found there's just nothing better. Once you get to know them, like them, trust them, they get to know, like, and trust you. You're just going into it with no expectations of anything in return. You know what the outcome's going to be. If they're looking for a house, you know what the outcome's going to be. They're going to buy a house someday, whether it's from you or somebody else. Give as much value, communicate with them, answer their calls, and be ready. With prospects, you need to persuade them to make their first purchase. Get the objections out of the way. Hey, what things have you heard about the buying process? What things are you scared of? What scares you about this process that we're going into together? Because I want to make sure to address those so that I can help you overcome them, because it's truly such a great feeling, but you're going to have cold feet. You're going to go, am I buying the right home? Am I getting the right value? Having those conversations with people, let them know that you actually care about them and you want them to do the right thing for their family. Customers, you want to convince them to come back and do more business with you and give you referrals, more importantly, and they will come back. Trust me on that. It's amazing, like who I like. There's no question. When I want to have something done on my home, I know who to call. If I need if I did want to buy a house, I know who to call. If I need to sell my house, I know who to call. Like, you need to have your clients thinking that about you. You have to be special to them. You have to be a great friend and relationship to them. It's just no question who they would call. So some ways, okay, so consideration, lead in this stage. They're just thinking about buying or selling, probably not talking with other agents, and notice real estate related news all over the place. They're seeking information from friends, family, and online, big time online, right? A lot of conversations going on. They're talking to people that just bought a home. They're talking to people that just sold a home. They're talking to people at work. They're getting a lot of advice from all over. What you should do, contact them immediately, but don't sell them. Let them know you're available for questions. Don't rush engagement. Let them come to you. Get technology to track and engage over the long term, and I'm going to go over that at the end, okay? So email these leads. Here's an idea of what to email them. Introduce and position yourself as a resource for their questions. Let them know whether this is a good time to buy. Provide general home buying tips and information. Now, here's the, when I say let them know whether it's a good time to buy, not necessarily the market, maybe for them, maybe they are in a, what if after talking to them, it's a want and not a need? Would you, would you some way, like for us, let me give you a mortgage example. Someone called me to refi, and their situation wouldn't be any better, and they've already paid on their mortgage 7 years, and now I'm going to put them back to a 30-year mortgage. Do you realize how much money that's costing them? Adding 7 years of mortgage payments to their already 23-year that they have left? Maybe it's not a good deal, and maybe I would talk with them about that. So they would instantly have trust with me, being that, man, this guy's not going to tell us wrong information. He's going to be fully transparent and be honest with us. He's not doing it just to get a deal, right? All right. Email example, your new property request, and I added some fun stuff to this. So, hello, my friend, and you can tweak this however you want. So, wanted you to know I received your request at 123 Super Cool Street. I can't believe it myself, but there are 700 homes currently for sale in wherever. Oh, my God, right? To save you some serious time, I can set you up with a detailed list of homes that fit your fancy. I put some funny words in there. It's not a generic email, right? I'm making it directly to them. If there's a name in there, I would put, hey, Sally, or hey, however you want to do it. Make sure you're act like you have to have the email as if it's something that you didn't automatically send out. To save you some time, let's say, go ahead. One
thing I learned from you, Scott, is whenever you're talking with anyone, a client, or you talk to them like they're your neighbor. It's like Correct. You're talking to Joe next door. So it's yes. And so there's that comfortable feeling there. So that's something to learn, to think of before you start. It's just like everything you do is all, even if you email something, it's all about, being more of a friend.
Yeah. It's just more,
than a business.
It's not generic.
Kind of better.
And, and again, it goes back to going into whoever calls me, whoever I call, I go into it going, how can I help you without any expectations in return? And it changed the whole dynamics of the whole conversation from your point of view. If you're not thinking about how do I get this sale, how do I meet with this person, how do I, just remove that from your head and just be normal and have a conversation as if you're talking to a friend. And have conversation. If they bring something up, that means it's important to them. If they say, oh, my God, I had a great weekend. We drove around, looked at a couple homes. Well, awesome. So did you enjoy the weather? What homes did you enjoy looking at? What area? Oh, we were over here. Cool. So what did you enjoy so much about that area? It was the trees. It was this one road. It was so cool. And they'll tell you what excites them the most. So you kind of get a feel for what what excites them, and then you can build on that. See, and then think about this. So somebody said, and how many people have told you this, and I know that everybody on this call probably has had this happen, oh my God, I love that road. That is so cool to drive in. The trees and just the leaves, and oh my God, in the fall, like it gives me chills talking about it, like how the leaves change, and I feel like I'm like going down this road all by myself, and it's just so cool. And so when you're driving down a road that you go, oh my God, this road's so cool, you send that person a text and go, hey, I'm going down Gander Mountain Road, and you have to try this. This road is so cool. I was thinking of you when I was going down it. Let me know if you want to know where it's at. You think they would respect that of you? I was like, oh my God, this person's so cool, right?
Well, yeah. Or I see a couple houses that just came on the market down this road, you know.
Down this road, yeah, exactly. My past clients have really enjoyed this info. Remember, my past clients. So if you want, I have additional information on buying process, financing your home, negotiating the purchase, or tips on closing and moving. Whether it's 3 days or 3 years, I'm here to help you to have fun and make the best decision for you and your family. Let me know when you're ready to start looking at homes in person. I'm excited to start working with you and would be happy to show you any properties that fit your dream home criteria. Online research. So browsing listings leads in the stage of browse listing online, but still far from buying, exploring what they want and what they can afford, more likely to communicate via web and email, not ready to choose an agent, but need expertise. What would you do? Be found online, so you got to be out there. Ensure your website is the source for information, not sales or marketing pitch. Reach out on their terms. Don't rush a meeting. Email them with relevant information to develop trust and stay front end. Don't email something that doesn't that you haven't talked to them about. Or and you know, here's another cool thing I want to talk about in the next thing. So I'll bring that up. But so email relevant information. If they don't ask you for something, maybe go, hey, would you like, going back to this right here, would you like anything on the financing home, negotiating the purchase tips? You could literally come up with the top 10 things that people think about. And then here's a little email these leads about their home search criteria, listings that meet their search criteria, home affordability calculators, tips on purchasing a home, neighborhood and school information, local real estate market conditions. Here's an example of an email from Scotty following up. Many people find shopping for a new home stressful, frustrating, and time-consuming. My goal is to make this fun and exciting process while making it as smooth as possible. So think about this email, and then think about it as if I did a video with this email that I sent to you. I don't have to mention any names. If I did mention a name, it'd be really kind of cool. Hey, Kelly, hey, just following up. Many people find shopping for a new home stressful, frustrating. Man, I totally feel your pain. My goal is to make this fun and exciting process. I just wanted to send you this short little video, and the link below has the homes that meet your criteria. And I have a couple other reports: negotiating the best buy possible, walking through the process step by step, and handling the details of the transaction. I hope to take the stress out of your closing process because the new home is. So you could really do this thing right here in a video. It'd be 1 minute, one short minute video, maybe 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, but they're seeing you, they're hearing you. If you put their name in it, it's like, oh my God, he took time to do a video. And what do people think of people in videos?
Kind of superstar.
Just a different level. Yeah, it's like a superstar. It's like people in videos are like, we go to the movies for a reason. Now you're on video. It's just a different perception of who you are. And what other agent is going to send a video to that person? What if you took and you've seen a house that fits their criteria after they give it to you, and you do a FaceTime with them, or you do a short little video? Hey, I was driving by this house. I seen. I just immediately thought of you guys. Wanted to do a short little video and send you this short clip of this home. Let me know if you guys have any interest in looking at it. It's really cute. It took me 30 seconds to do that, and literally I could text them that video, right?
Right.
Stuff like that is what people like. It's kind of funny. I got a good friend of mine that every morning he sends me the song of the day. I literally, if I don't get it, like my day does not feel complete. Like it's so weird. So just a little text saying, hey man, I was thinking about you guys today. Boom, here's the video, the song of the day. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's cool, but it's always there. It's just different. So here's some questions. Now, you could do a couple things with this. You could put it in a drop-down, like a survey type thing. What is your time frame? When do you want to make a move? What price range do you guys have in mind? What areas, neighborhoods are you interested in? what type of home, single family, condo, multifamily, how many bedrooms, how many baths, do you need to sell in order to buy, do you have any other requirements?
And you can do that through Google Drive, right?
Absolutely. Google Drive, absolutely. Yep.
So it's like a landing page. So they fill it
landing
out.
Page,
and
yeah, so you could put a landing page, just a really quick, what is your time frame? You could put 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. What do you, when do you want to make the move? Kind of the same question either way. What price range do you have in mind? Just see, I can totally do a drop down really easy for them.
Yeah, and you did you've done classes on that, so that's in archives. So
absolutely,
how to use
it's in
Google
archives.
Drive.
Yep. All right, so active search. So leads in this state are ready to tour homes in person with an agent, aware that they want, aware what they want and what they can afford, what specifics about buying the process, need recommendations based on experience, what to do, be available to meet in person and tour homes, offer recommendations based on their criteria, provide specifics on home buying process, and respond quickly. I can't stress this so important. Email this lead about search criteria, feedback on listings, new listings that meet their search criteria, information about neighborhoods that they are considering, school rankings, area parks, local business such as recommended local restaurants. I don't know about you, but I would take this restaurants and go, hey guys, I just ate dinner at this pizza place, a little hole in the wall, but man, it's right by this neighborhood you guys are looking at. The pizza rocks. I would recommend trying it out. Had nothing to do with homes. Had to do with pizza in a neighborhood that they're looking at, right?
Right.
You think they're going to go try the pizza? Absolutely. Who doesn't? Like, somebody tells me about good pizza, I'll go there. Area parks, like, hey, I stopped by this park. I was just driving by. I thought of you guys. Wanted to show you this park. It's really nice. Has a bunch of kid toys. Has soccer fields. I don't know if if your kids play soccer, this would be a great place for them to play at. It's not that far. It's like a mile from your house, so to drive there, it's 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and it's just you only got to go through one light. How cool is that? And let me know if you want to see any more in this neighborhood. Appreciate you guys. Really look forward to helping you guys find something that you can live in for a long time and create a lot of memories. It's all about them. I haven't once said anything about me because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. If I show them I'm thinking about them and I care about them and I'm showing them like pizza places and neighborhoods and parks and schools. Hey, I just talked to a couple of my friends that have kids in that school. Man, they love the school. If you want to talk to them, let me know. I got their permission. Wow, that was awesome, right? Just personal stuff.
That was real awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, email template. So just checking in from Scotty. I always put my name on there so they kind of get used to me. Just a note to make sure you guys received the listing information I sent over and were able to view it. If you had any problems, I can resend the information. Send it via post and mail or deliver it personally, whatever. I am interested in getting your thoughts on homes. Did any of them appeal to you? Did you enjoy viewing the listings? Did it give you a good idea of what is available? Now, I personally, what I would do is I would start and we did an Evernote class a while back, where Evernote, I would start a folder for everybody in Evernote, and I would do a short little video on each home, and I would, in this email, I would say, hey, I included the homes and the links in the videos to each home, because I know if you look at 2 or 3 or 4 homes, they start to kind of like, okay, did that one have a bigger living room, or was that the one with the smaller? Like, did that have walk-in closets, like 2 of them or 1 of them, or was it really big? Like, man, I'm starting to get confused. So you could do videos and have it inside a folder, and then you could always text them the link to that folder. Hey, just want to remind you guys that I did these links for you in these videos inside this Evernote folder. If you ever want to refresh, and we'll add to it as we go along. And if you guys say absolutely that house is out, I'll delete it so we can keep the communication open. That type of thing. So that's just personal, cool technology, systematic, always there, always at your fingertips, always on your phone, always on your laptop, whatever you have with you. That stuff is always there using the Evernote type app. And I'll show you another app that I really like too. Okay, transition. So leads in this stage are ready to buy a home, curious about the process, appraisal, home inspection, do I do a pest inspection? Like, they got all these fears going on. Am I getting the right deal? Am I paying too much? Well, all that stuff. You got to address that stuff. Wondering if they are getting a good deal. Now, if you go into it again, like all the way through the process, you will build a very deep relationship. And I'm not saying sabotage the sale. I'm just saying, hey, the appraisal will help us to determine if the price is right and if you're getting at the right deal. If the appraisal doesn't come in high enough, then we have to go back and renegotiate if you, of course, want to do that. Otherwise, you might have to bring some money to close depending on how bad you want this house. You know, a lot of people are having to bring more money than what it's worth because there's just no inventory. And you might have to have that discussion with them. Concerned about timelines and logistics. What does this look like? Hey, I don't know why, but often I had people sign on the dotted line for a new home and then take a 10-day vacation. So you need to ask when you meet these people, hey, you guys got any vacations planned coming up? Like, and when is it? And so when you sign the contract, they're not gone for 10 days when you're trying to move this thing along and do home inspections and bed inspections and get them all this information. It's crazy how people decide to do that, isn't it? I'm sure I'm not the only one here.
Mm-hmm.
So what should you do? Display your expertise, guide them through the process, provide resources and referrals. When I say referrals, I would absolutely positively build a referral network. And what I mean by that is CPAs, financial planners, builders, HVAC. Where can I get my kids' AC? My kids' AC isn't working. A mechanic you can trust. Like, build the referral network so when somebody says, hey, I'm looking for, I'd like to put new windows in this house. Who would you recommend? Oh, my God, I got this guy. He works, this is all he does is small stuff, and he can, like, guide you through it and say, you know, this is what it means. It's just awesome. You can trust him. That type of stuff they will come back to you for. They will call you all the time, and then you can have the conversation. Hey, how's it going? Good. Hey, I'm looking to do this or do that. You want to be that person that they remember for everything. If you have that referral network set up and the kind of the good old boy thing, like who does this or who does that, it's just amazing how many times they'll actually call you for that because they trust you. And they know that you wouldn't be working with that person if you didn't trust that person, right? Email them about setting up in details for the inspection or final walkthrough. Once escrow is open, keep the home buyer appraised of the process, what step comes next, and how they should prepare for it. Closing, touch base with the clients to see if they have any questions about the closing, and ask about their progress getting packed up for the move. Address any concerns. Just listen, be there for them. I don't know. I just have a thing with going, all right, I know during the process people are having these fears. And I don't know. It's just like I just kind of put yourself in their place. So when a buyer is getting close to closing, maybe one night when you know it's late and you're just sitting there thinking about it, say, hey, I just was thinking about you guys. I'm so excited about you, your new home. And just wanted to see if you had any questions or concerns or fears that we could talk about tomorrow morning. That's it. Get them out of the way. Get them on the table so that nothing happens. Post-sale. Leads in this stage are comfortable in their day-to-day, not thinking about real estate, so why send them real estate, right? Have that private road text come through. Hey, hey guys, man, I found another cool road. Like, make it whatever their passion is. Apple trees, old barns. Find out what that stuff is so you can have relationships with them. Appreciate information about their home's value. Everybody loves to know what their value of their home's doing, unless it's going down. Then leave that alone. Likely to buy again in 5 to 7 years. Use automation tools to stay in touch. Provide gentle reminders of their home's value and market conditions. Connect with them on social media. This should be a #1 checklist. As soon as you meet somebody, find them. I always go, hey, friend me on Facebook. I'm going to text you my link. Always, always, always never leave that part out because now you can see where they go for dinner, where they went on vacation, where they went this weekend, who their friends are, if they sat by a campfire. You could text them something like, wasn't the weather so nice Saturday night? I see you guys sat by the fire, man. How awesome was that? Hope you had fun. Cheers. Just little stuff like that, I'm telling you. Yeah, you can tag them.
And then you can tag them for social proof. You know, a photo op at the closing table where you tagged Mary, you know, and John, and
all that stuff.
Made it about them instead of you saying, oh, I just sold another house. It's like, no, Mary and John, you know, finally, you know, have their dream home. I'm so happy for them. So Mary and John's friends see, you know, that post that you made with them, and they comment, like, and share it. So that's how you get known, too, through social media.
Always, 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 Mickey, you brought up a good point. Always about them, never about you. It never goes, it just doesn't sound right. Always about them. Make your post about them. Email these leads out. Find out how they are settling into their new home. Ask for feedback and referrals. Do the survey. Set them up with a CRM on a drip campaign. I'm going to show you a couple of those to stay in touch with. Birthday cards, tips for homeowners, landscaping, decorating. Like if you go to Pinterest and put in decorating tips, landscaping tips, all kinds of, winter saving. I don't know, you guys down in the South don't have to worry about this so much, but winter saving, save money during the winter. Like anything you can think of is on Pinterest. It's amazing what's out there. Neighborhood information, new local restaurants, upcoming events, what's going on downtown, changes to market conditions and their home value, especially when their home prices have risen. Now, all this stuff that I went over is stuff that somebody else can absolutely positively do for you except for the phone calls. And even then, if you have a team in place and you've introduced your team to the mix, that person can have whatever, like say Vicky, I was on Vicky's team. I can call and say, hey, Vicky, want me to just check in with you guys, see how the new home is going. Vicky just said how awesome you guys were, and it's so awesome to work with. And man, if I could hit the universal reset button and only work with people like you guys, my life would be so amazing. Really appreciate you guys. So how's the family, recreation, occupation, goals? You can talk frog. And then if you want to know what to send, like exactly what we're doing to get 1 to 3 new leads per month from our past database, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago we did farming your database. Get with the loan professional that sent you there, and we'll make sure to get you a copy.
Yeah, that's the most important class to watch. It's just
it's really good, and it's so simple, guys. It's so simple. Yeah, and somebody else can implement it for you. Like if you're not gonna do it, find somebody that's going to do it for you for $10 an hour. Like sitting at home and say, hey, I need these cards sent out every month. I need these postcards handwritten. I need these phone calls. I need these emails. Like somebody can log in as you for you to send emails for you. It's just, and find somebody that understands that and train them. And once that's in automation, it's amazing what comes in. We're seeing 1 to 3 new closed deals per month from each 100 in our database. So if you have 200, you should be closing 2 to 6 deals a month from your database, on the 2 on the low side, 6 on the high side, depending on the month. All right? It's very important. If you want to increase your business, I'm telling you, this is what I just showed you. So here's some unusual gifts. Bag of microwave popcorn. You can have fun with this stuff. Bag of microwave popcorn with a personal note saying, real estate is popping, give me a call. To have a handwritten note saying that with that bag of popcorn, in the spring, hey, the flowers are, hey, just want to send you a little personal note. I appreciate you guys. Here's some of your first flowers for the summer season. $1 lottery ticket. This works anytime, all the time. And I question, I go, all right, if you want to double your business in the next 90 days, like right now, right here, today, in the next 90 days, anybody on this, I challenge anybody on this call to go buy, say you have 200 people in your database, 300 people, 400 people, I don't care how many you got. So go buy 200 $1 lottery tickets, cost you $200. Do handwritten postcards that somebody else can do for you and say, hey, I was thinking about you the other day, wanted to send you some luck, I hope you win. Here it is right here. Was thinking about you, hope you win, Scotty. Or was thinking about you, appreciate you guys, hope you win, Scotty. 3 days after, make the phone call. Vicki, hey, this is Scott, how in the heck are you doing? Hey, did you win?
No, or yes, I won $2. Thank you.
$2, sweet. What did you do with the $2, man? You spend it all in one place?
I bought another lottery ticket.
Woohoo! All right, cool. So, hey, how's the family doing?
Oh, good, good. How are you doing?
You guys I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
So, you guys enjoying the summer? See how I threw it right back at her? She like always is going to ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing great, Vicki. Thank you for asking. So, you guys enjoying the summer?
Yes, we are. Having a great summer.
Awesome. So, what you got any big plans? Remember, you got any big plans for the fall season? Color tours or anything?
Yeah, we're going to do our family, vacation at the end before Labor Day. But other than that, we're just enjoying the great weather. Awesome. So you and your husband still doing good at work? Got the same jobs? All going good there? Yeah, everything's going good. Good for you guys. So glad to hear it. So, hey, Vicki, do me a favor. Yeah, of course. Don't keep me a secret, okay? Don't keep me a secret. I won't. Share with all your friends, family, and coworkers. If anybody's looking at, I'd like to give them the honest help that I did with you guys, and really appreciate you guys. And you guys are awesome. So I'm so glad you're doing good. So glad the family's doing good. Let me know if I can do anything for you. Okay? Okay, I will. Thank you so much. Great day. Great day. Yeah, no problem. 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes, real quick in and out. $1. I don't know why I have this here twice, maybe because it's. I thought it was exciting. Dirty Clean magnets for the dishwasher. Another one is glow-in-the-dark Dirty Clean magnets for the dishwasher or the refrigerator, because a lot of people go to the refrigerator at night, right? Mm-hmm.
Rival sports team schedules are always kind of cool because, like, I don't know, there are some serious sports freaks out there. It's pretty funny to watch the rivals go on, but just a couple things there. Communication and follow-up. So CRM, slide dial. Here's a really cool way to call 10 people in 10 minutes, literally probably in 6 or 7 minutes. So slide dial is free, lets you call somebody's cell phone, leave a message without it even ringing. So like they look at their phone and they go, "Oh my God, I missed a call from Scott."
I didn't even hear that come in.
It didn't even hear it come in, right? And what's really funny is when you're with people, like say you go out to dinner with some clients. This is so funny. So I do this. I just do it to have fun. So I say, "Hey, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back." So I go to the restroom. I call them using slide dial, and then I get back to the table. I'm just sitting there waiting for them to check their phone, waiting like, "Dude, when did you call me? Like, what are you talking about?" And I leave them a goofy message, like, "Hey, I hope you enjoy dinner. It's just so nice hanging out with you guys." Just stupid stuff like that, I don't think it's stupid. It's really personal, but it's just fun, And then if it's just a slide broadcast, if you want to call 100 people at once, be careful with this because your phone will be ringing off the hook. I've done this, been there. They will call you back. So if you're going to do either of these, just plan on them calling you back. One thing that I should do here is a group text. There's a thing with iPhone that's a group text where you can text 50, 100 people and they don't even know it's coming to a group. It's just kind of like sending a mass email, but it's a text. Be careful with that too because they will call you back. They'll text you back. So just prepare to sit there for a couple hours texting people back and, "Hey, how's it going? What's going on? I'm going to be downtown this weekend." If you send it to 50 people in your database, "Hey, I'm going to be downtown this weekend," they don't know it's going to a group. You're going to get responses. "Hey, S2, where are you going to be?" I'm like, "Hey, I'll be down there this or that. I'm going to try out this new restaurant. Hope to see you guys down there. Hope all is well. Have a great weekend if I don't see you." Just stuff back and forth. Survey 3 weeks after close. SurveyMonkey. Here's some different survey systems to use. SurveyMonkey, KeySurvey, freeonlinesurveys.com. We use SurveyMonkey. You can do this so it doesn't show who the person is, which I would recommend, because you want honest feedback. We did a study where we required them to put their name and number and email address in there, and then we said, "Hey, this is anonymous. I don't even know who's filling this out. If you could just give me some honest feedback about my services and how I can improve any one of anything with you guys, I'd really appreciate it. You don't have to put your name. I just want honest feedback." And you're going to get more. We got more honest feedback doing that than we did trying to ask for their name and number. So just a kind of a wise thing there. And you know who you sent the email to. So Zoomerang is another one. So CRM systems, there's a bunch of them. You pick one. The one I like, my personal favorite, is Follow Up Boss. And let me show you. Actually, Smartsheet is another cool one too that I use both. So Follow Up Boss. Let me just show you. So Smartsheet. This is Smartsheet, and it's kind of like if you guys have ever used Google Drive. This is kind of the same thing, but it's kind of on steroids, and let me show you why. And I've showed this on a previous class, but so I did kind of a template, and I said borrower, the temp. So let's just fill this out. So the Smith, the temp means are they hot, cold, warm, whatever they are. So I'm going to say they're warm. The address, of course, close of escrow once you get a contract, lender contact, escrow items ordered, disclosures, mortgage application submitted, appraisal ordered, final approval. So you could literally go through this thing and kind of check it all out. Here's at the end I have last contact. So I put a date in here of like I contacted them today. Type of contact. This is really important. So did I contact them by phone, text, Facebook, email, or snail mail? Just so I can really quickly go through and go, all right, if I let's see, I've contacted them by phone, the Smith family by phone, so I'm good there. And make sure that if they're hot, you want to be contacting them more by phone and text and email and building that relationship. But at least you can really quickly go through here and go, man, I haven't contacted these people in like 2 weeks. Oops. Get on there, check the date, make the phone call. Don't be scared of the outcome because you have nothing if you don't call them, And like I said, follow-up is everything. This is a great program. I believe you can have one sheet for free. Here's the other cool part about this. If you want to take a note on this person, there's a little note section right here. So add a discussion comment. So I could say the Smith family called me back and have 3 homes they would like to look at. 7/28/2015. Save it. So I can save notes under that person. So you can see now I have a note there. If I want to upload a document, I can upload a document to the Smith file. So maybe there's a survey for a property they looked at, and I don't want to lose it. So I would upload the survey. Just click there, attach the document, upload it. It'd be right there for me to quickly give back to them or send to them or whatever. All right. So that's cool. Now the other one I like is, and you can change these as much as you want. So say that I wanted to add a column. And this is how easy it is. So you see that little arrow that drops up, and it says insert column right or left. So I want to insert one to the right. I want to give it a name. So maybe I wanted to add, what would be a good one to add? Price range. Price range. And then I would just go drop-down box. Or I would just leave it a text number. I could do it a drop-down box. If I want a drop-down box, it's 50 to 75K. 76K to 100. So you can just fill that in. So then, if I have this box here, price range, I could have the Smith family is looking in the whatever range I want. So I can kind of really quickly tell my volume that I'm building and the database I'm building and the type of money that I'm going to make for my family. Just a really quick overview of everything. So you can build this thing, subtract from it, and just go down the line.
Can you share? Can you share Smartsheet with people in your office, like your assistant?
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. So if you want to share this with your partner, you just click the sharing button, and then share whatever email address, and then you would have them an editor can share, or you could have it so that they're admin, or editor cannot share a viewer, or they can just view it. So pretty cool there. So you can,
So you could start the lead off, make the phone call, and then turn it over.
Turn it over.
Yeah, the automated.
Yep. So great point. So you would have maybe another box that says insert to the right, turned over to assistant. Drop down box, then it would be yes, no. Boom. And then you would say turned over to assistant. Yes. Then you could really quickly say, okay, they got it. So you could find out where the gaps are, find out what's going on. Maybe you have a system in place where once you turn it over, that person is responsible for following up. You have a person that works out of their home, doesn't even live in your own state, but they're responsible for calling the Smith family. Pretty cool in that respect.
Yep.
All right, the other one is Follow-Up Boss. So followupboss.com, about $75 per month for an individual user. Does anybody here use Follow-Up Boss on this call? A bunch of people here, so I don't know if anybody, Frogs, Tom is asking for what does FROG stand for? So FROG is family, recreation, occupation, and goals. You can have a conversation with anybody at any time using those 4 letters, family, recreation, occupation, goals. I meet people for the first time, like, hey, you guys got family? What do you guys do for fun? Awesome. And then usually the fun part turns into a long conversation, but it's all about them. They're telling me what they do for fun, you know? And they're like, what do you do for fun? I'm like, well, man, my family loves to boat and this and that, whatever. So, hey, what do you guys do? Like, what are you known for? And I like to ask the question, what are you known for, as an occupation? Because people go, well, what do you mean? Where do you guys work? Like, and then they tell me, and we talk about that. Oh, cool. How long have you been there? Awesome. So what does your wife do? You know, it's kind of, and then goals. Like, so like goals could be, what do you guys have planned? What kind of goals do you have as far as like trips you're going to take? Like, what's on your bucket list? You can talk about bucket lists. You can kind of go anywhere with goals. So anywhere, Follow-Up Boss. This is pretty cool. So this system, it has webinars all the time on training. It has a way to funnel leads from, and there's a getting started section here. So you connect your email. You set up your lead provider. So and it shows you how to do that. It has videos on how to do it, and you might need a tech person to figure it out. But still, it would be worth it that all your leads come into one place, which would be pretty cool. And it's really easy to set up. So I think they actually help you set it up, or they have great support. They emailed me back over the weekend, which was cool. I had a couple questions. But you have everything. And here's the cool part about this too, is it has a phone app that goes on your phone. So you just download Follow-Up Boss on your phone, and now you have all your leads with you 24/7, and you have different. So to add one, I just added a demo one. But if I wanted to add a new contact or a new task, I would add a new contact, and it opens it up to first name, last name. So Vicky Rice, email address, vicky@gmail.com. This is their home phone number, 269-555-1212. And then custom fields. So maybe the birthday date, like maybe you want to put in their birthday, close date, commission, spouse's name, website, whatever. So you want to put in their birthday, it opens up a little thing of when their birthday is, which is cool. The stage that it's in, lead, hot prospect, nurture, buyer, seller, pending, close, past client, sphere, trash. And then lead source, where the lead came from. So you could put in the CPA, new lead source, maybe a lender, maybe your financial planner, maybe past client. You could keep track of your past clients who are sending you leads because you just don't know who that is, and it'd be really cool to be able to track that. Maybe you've got a person that works at a factory that has 200 employees, and they've sent you 3 leads over the last 12 months. You want to recognize that. You want to call them and say, hey, I just want to let you know that, man, like you've sent me like three people that I've been able to help get into a new home, and it's just so gratifying, and I really appreciate you and thinking of me like that. And I just, anything I can do for you, any way I can help you out, let me know. The price range that they're at, contacted, yes or no. If you haven't contacted them, you push no. Assigned to a lender, I just put Tom Jones in there and then save. And then now you have a non-contacted, so you can look at your list of, I don't know if I put under buyers or sellers. I think I put under seller. So all people, so there's all people, so it shows who I contacted and who I didn't, and you, like your assistant could have the login as well, so they could say, hey, Scott, you haven't contacted Vic yet. What's the deal? Like, what is going on? Well, I've called her 3 times and she hasn't communicated back. Do we have her cell phone? Like, how do can we text her? Can we email her? How do we do that? Like, until they buy, die, or opt out, right? So that's kind of how this system works. I liked it, and I like the fact that it all channels through. So leads can come in from any like here's the IDX activity, here's email activity. You can hook your email to it. So all the emails going back and forth are right inside here, so you can see. It's really cool. And here's the cool part. You don't have to send through the system. You send through Gmail or whatever service you use, and the email is automatically tracked inside here. So you manage conversations back and forth. So there's just all kinds of really cool stuff. Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
So if anybody tries that out, let me know what you think. Let me know the results. But just some way, shape, or form to keep track of what's going on in your life as far as your business and who. Like you got the volume here, reporting. Here's some reporting. So there's some cool stuff. I got 3 leads, speed to action, contract rate. So it tracks everything for you. So if you know your business and you know your numbers, you can absolutely positively grow it by knowing the 4 parts to every sale. Do you need more traffic? Do you need the traffic to become better relationships? Like, are you building relationships with the people that you have coming in? Do you have a call to action when you call your people? And do you have a follow-up system in place for all stages of the process? And that's really important. So that's what I got for you guys.
Well, that was a lot of great information, Scott.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So what website? Yeah. So Julie, the best way to do it is if you haven't, if you aren't getting invites and replays, go to hookmeupamm.com, and that'll send you to a link that will hookmeupamm.com, and we'll make sure that you get invites and get replays for there. But it's not contact the loan professional that sent you here. What was the app that allows you to send 50 people text? Yeah, let's see, group text.
Also, if I don't, when people ask to join, Scott, and if I don't, I have to quickly look to see either in their About section on their Facebook page that they are in real estate, otherwise it's only just for realtors. And if it's not there, I can't let them in the group. So it's real important that they put that in.
Okay.
Somehow, shape, or form that they're in real estate.
That's not it. Yeah, so make sure that in your profile, you should have this anyway, make sure that people, when they go to your profile, they can tell that you're in real estate. I'm trying to find that. Here it is right here. So here's the group text for the iPhone that allows you to send group text. So it's group text. It's this little blue with the white little text in there. All right. Amazing info. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you, Julie. I believe, will Outlook, but, that'd be a great question. They give you a 14-day trial on Follow Up Boss, so I would assume email activity. I would assume that it would work with Outlook. I'd be crazy if it didn't, because most people I know that I work with use Outlook. So I would assume, but that would be a great question that you could probably, let's see, getting started, contact, knowledge, feedback. I'm sure that they do, but you get $14. I didn't have to put in, you get 14 days. I didn't have to put in a credit card or anything to try it out. So check it out, see what you think, let me know. Let's see, what website, Smartsheet, does each person shared or using sheet need pay? No, on Smartsheet, they limit the amount of sheets that you actually get. So if you're sharing it, they don't need it, as long as you don't go over the number of sheets that you have. Now, the cost for this is very inexpensive. I want to say it's $39 a month, and I use this thing every single day with a bunch of different stuff. It's just so nice to have, and it has a really cool phone app as well that allows you to pull up anything you have in here, any sheet you have in here, anything you can do. So really cool there. Did frog, family, recreation, occupation, goals. All right, cool. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here today. I hope you got something out of today. I hope you take action, do something to do with follow-up. I can't stress to go into a relationship with no expectations of anything in return, just to learn about the person and get to know them on a personal level and listen to their pains. If you find out their pain, you can provide a solution, no questions asked, and do that regardless of the outcome, and I guarantee you that amazing things will happen to your business. So I appreciate you guys. Vicki, thanks for being here with me, and we'll see you same time, same place next week on Agent Mastermind. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.